Today we're doing a heatless curls tutorial and we're gonna do it using the robe tie method. So let's get started. I'm starting with straightened hair. You can do this on your curly hair or your wavy hair, but I thought I would do it on straightened hair. It might be a little bit easier for you to see it. My hair is pretty much dry. Unlike other curly or wavy hair styling techniques, this one doesn't seem to really do well with super wet hair. It's 90% dry. I learned it through trial and error. I wanna say that you can purchase a Gadget for doing this same technique, but I prefer the robe belt method because right now I'm in a no spend and I want to take you on along with me to where I'm not having you spend any money. So you can do this, you can get one of these. I can link it down in my Amazon storefront, but I found that using a good old-fashioned robe belt does the same thing. Now, if you don't have a robe belt, you can tie two socks together. You can even use leggings. I part my hair right down the middle. Doesn't really matter because I don't always leave my hair in the same place, but I do, for this style, I do part it right straight down the middle. I just put this right on top of my head, right kind of in the center. And I just use a claw clip on the top. So you're going to be working in two sections, one in front and one in back. The pattern throughout is the same. You start by taking the front section, wrapping it over, and then under, bringing it back toward the front. Then you take the back section, go over, and then under, bringing that section back to the back. Then you're going to repeat the pattern, but you're adding hair each time. Grabbing more hair in the front section, crossing it over the robe tie, and then going under the robe tie with that section and holding on to it. Then doing the same thing with the back, adding hair and going over and under. So it's not really a twist or a braid. It's kind of like basket weaving. You do this with all your hair until you run out of hair to add, making sure all your hair is in it, or if your hands get tired, whichever comes first. It does take practice. And just go over and under until you get to the ends of your hair. Don't worry about making it perfect. Don't worry if it's a little messy. It's wavy hair after all. And you're really just repeating this over and under, front and back pattern all the way down.
Now you can just do this as a simple twist around the robe tie, but I like to do this over under with the front and the back just to give it a different kind of wave. There's lots of ways that you can do this. You can wrap it tighter. I'm going for a very loose wave here. And then you're gonna gather the end and you're gonna take a scrunchie or a hair tie and you're just gonna tie that up. And then I just did the same thing on the other side. You might find you do better on one side than the other just because of hand dominance. I find that's the case with me. But honestly, this does not have to be perfect.
I don't know why it's giving Princess Leia.
Now you can sleep in it or you can just let it dry.
The price we pay for beautiful hair. This even makes getting the mail a little bit tricky.
Maybe I should have slept in it.
It's time to take them out and I'm gonna start with this side.
To take it out, you want to just slowly unwrap it. You don't want to just yank it out. You don't want to cause frizz, and you just want to maintain the shape of the waves. And now we're going to do the other side.
So this is the final look right here. I didn't wrap it real tight. If you wrap it tighter, you're gonna get more waves. So it just gives a nice, relaxed little wave. This is a little bit different than if you had just wound your hair around it. I kind of like this curl pattern a little bit better. It's just a different way to style your hair, not using any heat at all, and keeping it healthy. You can play around with it, so if you go a little bit tighter, you're gonna get more waves, more curls. I prefer this kind of loose wave, so I didn't go super tight, but I just like this as opposed to trying to use a curling wand. I've never been good with the curling wand. I just can't seem to coordinate myself very well with it, but I like this too because it's just another heatless option. Like I said, I like to straighten my hair quite a bit, so anytime I can get away with not using heat on my hair, I definitely will.
My hair frizzes a lot, so I did put a little bit of hair oil in it.
I've done it where I've just wrapped the hair without doing the front and the back kind of weave that I showed here, and it just gives a different kind of curl. I like this one a little bit better, but both of them are beautiful. Because my hair is naturally wavy, it does tend to hold styles without too much effort, but you could always add a product before you wrap it, whether you want to use a lightweight gel or a mousse or even just a light little bit of curl cream. Something with a little bit of hold to it.
It doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful.
Let me know if you try it. Thanks for watching, and of course, I will see you in the next video. Now I can leave the house. It doesn't have to be perfect.